Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Yadalapur. Today in class, we had a couple questions about how you could add a photo from your phone onto Google Drive for your ePortfolio. So I thought I would do just a really quick video and walk you through the process. So there's two very quick ways of being able to do this. One is really from your camera phone, uploading it to Google Drive, but that of course depends on what type of camera app that you have on your phone. Another easy way of doing it is also to just email it to yourself. Then you can upload it to Google Drive. Now there's one or two steps to do with that, so I think that's what I'm going to be focusing on in order to show you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to my Gmail. This is my Needham account that I'm opening up here. And here's a photo that it was a small sketch I worked on in Maine a couple of weekends ago. And I'm going to be adding that to my Google Drive. I simply took it from my phone, set it up so I could email it to myself, and now I'm getting it here in my inbox. So I opened it up, and if I've opened it up in Google, what I'm going to see is I can see this little add to drive right here, okay? So I'm going to simply click on that, right? And it's adding it to my drive. Now, because I have a lot of stuff in my drive, I want to make sure that I keep this nice and organized for later reference. So I'm actually going to go and click on Organize. And then that way I can figure out which folder I really want to put it in. And so I'm going to go to this year, academic year 2020-2021, because that's the way I have things set up on my drive. Current courses, I'm going to go to Art 2. And I already have a section that says photos on there. So I'm going to actually click on that. And that's where I'm going to move mine right here. Okay, so I've already done that. And I'll be able to access it from my Google Drive pretty easily. So now my next step is to go over to Google Drive, okay? And if I go over to my drive, I'm gonna open up those folders again because that's where I've already saved it. And go to Art 2 Honors, and here in my photos, okay? Now this is the one I just added, right? I'm gonna, for organizational purposes, I would like to name this. So I'm going to highlight it by clicking on it just once. And then I'm gonna go to my More Actions. And when that opens up, I can scroll down and it can go to Rename. So I'm going to say this is a landscape sketch. Okay. So now I have that added, right? Now, just for good measure, I'm actually going to open this up just so I can take a quick look at it. Okay, yeah, it looks all right. Okay. And so now I'm going to go back and I can see where my sites is. Okay, so now I'm going to open that up. And I've gone to my process page here on my sites. I'm going to go on that and I'm going to actually add in another image here. And I can place it on anywhere that I want to, right? For myself, I'm going to add in actually a new layout here because this is going to be a new assignment. And I'm also going to include a text box. Okay, and I'll just say it's a landscape assignment. And I'm going to go back to here, click on this, and I'm going to select it. Now I can either upload photos here, select an image, but since I already did it in my drive, I can actually click on that and my drive will show up with all my new photos in it. An easy way to get access to it, because I just did it, is to click on the Recent tab. And that should show up. I can highlight that, click on it, and then I can insert it and I can do it. Now you've noticed that it's been cropped here, right? So what I can do is actually go to the more editing options if I want to. And I can make this be a little bit larger by simply scrolling on it and taking it down, okay? And I can also play around with cropping it if I wanted to, okay, going in, but I want to keep it that large, okay? So that's just one way I can do it and I can get a little quick photo on there. So that's how you can actually take your photos off of your camera and get it onto your ePortfolio.